What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Jiu-Jitsu Journal by Quotes and Chokes Instructionals. I'm Nick Angeloni. With me as always is Angelo Rivera. Today I'm going to show you 2 guard passes for the butterfly guard. And I'm also going to give you a couple tips on how to make your butterfly guard passing in general a little bit better. Okay, so I'm here in this butterfly guard position. We're going to start off with a couple tips that you can pretty much apply to all of your, or most of your butterfly guard passing in general. And then we'll get into some of the specific moves. So anytime I'm working in this position, there are 3 things that I want that are going to not necessarily guarantee that I'm going to win this position, but they're going to stack the deck in my favor a little bit. Okay, and the first one of those 3 things is underhooks. I would prefer both underhooks. For him to kind of be able to tip me one direction or the other, it's a lot easier to do that if he has an underhook to elevate on the side. If I can win both underhooks and also low underhooks, so I'm gonna eventually get him out here, I want low underhooks like this. Okay, if I have high underhooks, then he can overhook and still trap my arm with the overhook and sweep me towards that overhook. Okay, so I want tight underhooks down here. The second thing that I want is kind of what I did in that situation also, is I want him flat on his back. Okay, it's going to be a lot easier for me to control his hips when I can put him on his back. The third thing that I want is I want his feet as close to his butt as I can get them. When a person plays butterfly guard, they're much stronger with their legs just about past 90. The more I can stuff this, the less leverage he has to use his hooks as elevators. And then actually, let's kind of add a 4th thing. So it's kind of 3.5. So while I'm doing all these things, I need to have my head in the center while I'm doing them. Then once I establish that position, I can move my head to one side or the other, depending on which direction I'm going to, depending on which direction I'm going to pass. Okay, so all 3 of these things at once, I'm going to stay tight with my chin and my neck protected. I'm going to put my head right in the center of his chest, and I'm going to flatten him out and scoot his heels into his butt. So my elbows are pinching down to my knees. My knees are pushing into his butt, and my head is in the center to kind of avoid him from getting to one side or the other. Okay, so I'm here. So if you can establish those 3.5 things, your chances of being able to pick which pass you want and stop him from being able to pick which sweep he wants, your chances of doing that are going to go up. Okay, so once we do those things, we'll get into the 2 passes that we're going to look at today. So I'm in butterfly guard, I've secured this position, I've stacked the deck in my favor, right? Knees are in tight, elbows tight, my head's in the center. I'm gonna start to look for my pass. Now, like I said, he wants to be sitting up and he wants his legs a little bit more extended past 90. So usually, when you put someone down here, the first thing they're gonna do is try to dig in underhooks, kick me back and sit up, right? They'll look for something like this. So I'm gonna deny the underhooks, but he's still gonna look to extend his legs to kick me away. And when he does that, look, so when he does that, my elbow is gonna sneak up just slightly, just a little, okay? I don't wanna come up here, it's gonna telegraph this too much. My elbow comes up just slightly, and I'm gonna put my head on the opposite side, over here. Okay, so that when he does this, go ahead, I can let it pass. You see that? So as he extends, let me get some space. So as he extends the leg, my elbow that was up here is just gonna go like this, and let him, and just kind of relieve the pressure. So I push back in like I'm resisting, he pushes hard, and I'm gonna move back and push them out of my way, right? So I'm tight, he tries to fight real hard because I'm so tight, go ahead, and I let it pass. Okay, then from here, I'm blocking his hip, my knee is gonna replace. Some people will bring the knee to the hip. I prefer to bring my hip kind of underneath his leg so that I can turn him away a little bit, like something like this, and control the hip, and then move up, but that's kind of preference. Okay, so I block the hip, I replace with my knee, and then I establish my position here. Then I can move up. All right, so I'm back in this position again. I'm looking for underhooks. I'm gonna give you guys kind of an extra little tip here. Obviously, getting underhooks is not as simple as just get underhooks, right? This is part of the move that's gonna be the fight. So there is a way that I can keep resetting the fight until I'm able to win it, right? So if I look for underhooks and he gets them and he's looking to like stretch me out, this is bad for me. My whole base is under his control, okay? So what I can do here to reset is just try to bring my knees up a little bit, and I'm basically just going to like come up, so keep stretching out. I'm gonna try, as I come out, pop up to here, right? So I'm gonna try to bring my elbows inside, gable grip behind his head, and this way I can kind of pry on this to create space, and then I can look to swim inside from here. And if you have this, you are generally inside, so it's easier to come in the second time and win that fight. So let's say he gets underhooks, he's looking to stretch me out, I'm gonna pull back and get here. Then from here, I can come in and I get where I wanna be, okay? So for the second move here, let's say I'm looking for the pass that we just did. I bring my elbow up, my head is gonna be on this side, but I'll keep it over here so I can talk for a second. I'm gonna bring my elbow up and I'm waiting for him to push, but he never does, right? Because he feels that I've done this, and you know, he's just caught on. He's not gonna take the bait. Okay, so my elbow's up. I'm gonna move my head to this side, and basically I'm gonna use 3 or 4 points of base. I have both hands on the mat. I have my shoulder on his chest, and I have my head on the ground. And with this, I can pretty easily come up to here. Okay, it's not hard to balance there. You have, like I said, 4 points of base. So the elbow comes up, shoulder and head on the mat. I can come up to here. Look, he can't close his guard. Go ahead, try to bring your guard around. It's because of my left elbow over here, right? My elbow is here already, so that when he tries to bring his legs up to close his guard, this is in the way. So I have pretty much all the time that I need to come up. This is blocking my left arm, push it aside, and step over. Just have a side control, okay? So I flatten him out, I have 2 underhooks, I bring this up to look for my push path, but he doesn't take the bait, he doesn't kick me straight. Okay, so I'm here, he doesn't do it. I can go handstand, I'm blocking his right leg with my left arm, and push it past. And a lot of times what'll happen is, when I get up there, it's gonna be kind of a... Get on. And a lot of times what'll happen is...
Get off the mat.
Go. So, a lot of times what'll happen is I'll get up there and there's kind of a foot fight. He's trying to keep his butterflies in or push them through for various attacks. And then I'm kind of just trying to untangle. But I have all the time I need up there because this will keep his leg from getting up and like around to close his guard for a good while. Okay, so I'll get up here and then he's like trying to maybe close his guard and I'm just trying to fight it out of my way. And I can get up here. Establish low on the hips first is my preference, and then work your way up to the hips, or to the head, sorry. Alright guys, as always, thank you for watching. Today we went over 2 passes from the butterfly guard, as well as a couple of general concepts that are going to help your butterfly guard passing in general. If you like this video, remember to hit that like button. Also comment below and let us know what type of techniques you'd like to see in the future. If you want to see our video on butterfly sweeps, you can see that right here. And if you want to see all of the techniques we've got coming out very soon, you can subscribe right here. Alright, thank you guys.